Oh, I definitely see it that way, but then again, I've been a bit of a crazy fanboy of this character for many years. Hello, and welcome to another episode of Unlimited Power TCG. This is going to be first in quite some time for a update that we've done for UK events and things that have been going on. There is a reason for that, and the reason is largely that I went to the Galactics and came back and had a bit of a burnout on SWU for a time. So I didn't jump into the Legends of the Force season metagame as quickly as I should have done. But now, with the ban of Force Throw, suspension of Force Throw, it felt like a good time to jump into it, because people are going to be interested in what the new meta is going to look like post Force Throw. I know I am. So yeah, here we are. We've had the first Planetary Qualifier in the UK following the suspension. But before we get into that and look at that, we're going to do what we always do on these videos, which is take a look at what's coming up in or pertinent to the UK in terms of events, organised play, and dates, significant dates that are worth keeping in your calendar and being aware of. So yeah, let's jump into it. First up, the first place you should look for any list of events or where things are taking place is the Star Wars Unlimited website itself and its event finder. It is dependent on the events being uploaded in there by the retailers themselves. So if something that you want to know about isn't in there and you happen to know that it's happening, get on your local retailer, get them to get in touch with their distributor, which I believe is SWU UK in this case anyway, and do what they need to be able to upload events into this listing. There are a couple of other major areas I'd like to recommend as places to go to find out where events are happening and when. The first of which is the Star Wars Unlimited TCG UK Facebook page and the SWU UK community Discord as well. Links to all of these will be in the video description below, which is something I'm going to say a number of times throughout this video. Currently ongoing are the Legends of the Force Planetary Qualifiers. They'll be running through the end of October right up to the very end of the launch, so the pre-releases for Set 6. And there you've got a picture of the participation card that everybody gets is Darth Revan's lightsabers. The top 8 for finalists and champion get the Darth Malak legendary card in there. There's a picture of the mat as held by the winner of the most recent PQ, which we're going to be covering later, and a small image of the initiative token in there, which I couldn't find a better one of, I'm afraid. So I haven't got a better image of that for you here. Again, lists of all remaining UK Planetary Qualifiers and links to where you can buy their tickets will be in the video description below. If you're interested, take a look. Other events which are pertinent to the UK, the Sector Qualifier will be taking place. A Sector Qualifier will be taking place in Europe, in Munich, in Germany, November 1st and 2nd, which is the same sort of time period as the pre-releases for Set 6. It's being run by Organised Play Events. It is unfortunately sold out. It was sold out within 10 minutes of going live. So the reports go, if as and when people do cancel, the tickets will be made available to purchase again on their website. So if you're interested, you want to go, you haven't got a ticket, do keep an eye on their ticket page. Again, links in the video description below. And we've also got the Regional Championship in Bilbao, which is not dated. I haven't put a date here. That's massively unhelpful for me. I don't know what date is off my top of the head. I think it's actually before the Sector, so I guess I've messed that up a little bit. Either way, I'll put the date in the video description below, along with the link to purchase tickets for it to Bilbao in Spain, being run by Fanfinity. Following that, as mentioned, we've got the pre-releases for Secrets of Power and the general release following a week after. Pre-releases are beginning on a Thursday this time round because Halloween, which may not be as much really big a deal in the UK, but it's a massive deal in the US, so they're avoiding Halloween itself, which will be Friday the 31st of October, so pre-releases will be able to begin from Thursday the 30th of October. Get in touch with your local store if they want to host one and haven't got the arrangements to do so yet. Get them to get in touch with SWU UK and see if they can make arrangements to do so. I know they want to promote as much of that stuff as they can. And then, looking way far forward in the distance, we've got the Season 1 Galactic Championship taking place in July 2026 in Las Vegas. It's a long way away at this point, but the whole point system for it means that the top 32 people worldwide who have the most points will get their flights paid for and their hotel stay paid for the Galactic Championship. I've done a video explaining what all this points stuff is and how you get them and where they come from and how they all rack up and what Season 1 is and what it all means. If you want to have a look at that and check it all out and find out some of the details that you might have missed, again, links in the video description below. So yeah, that's the upcoming events that I'm aware of that I want to basically make a big deal about without leaping on to releases from 2027, of which all we really know about so far are their names. I suppose I could have put them in here, but it seems a little bit redundant at this point. So let's move on to the meta snapshot for the first Planetary Qualifier in the UK during the Legends of the Force period in the post-Force Throw meta. It was run at Rising Phoenix in Middlesbrough, had 45 players, was run yesterday as of time of filming, Saturday 27th September. You can see a picture there of 40 sweaty nerds stuck in a gaming shop together, voluntarily having paid money to do so and enjoying themselves massively playing Star Wars cards. It would have been great fun to be there. I can see a few familiar faces as well. We got Sarah poking his head out in there in one of them. We've got the lovely Mr. Lewis patented Happy Face Witham also sitting in the crowd there. So a few other people I recognise. I hope and I'm sure it was a good event for all. And these are your finalists. I bet you can probably guess who the winner is out of the two of them. Congratulations to you both. Twilgrim was the winner on the right there. He was running Thrawn JTL with Data Vault, which is something he's performed with extremely well in the past. I seem to recall he was first place in another PQ in a previous season, running Thrawn JTL Data Vault as well. Second place you got Inf Dave. Inferno Dave? Inf Dave? I've got no idea what that stands for. I'm not even sure if Dave's his name, to be honest. He was running Iden Data Vault. Third place you've got Poe Data Vault being run by Excalibur. Fourth place you've got another Thrawn JTL list running a Force base this time, but it was a command one, so Force 28 hit point green base. Congratulations Dan Jackson. A lot of Data Vault in this, isn't there? A lot of green as well. Only one yellow in here. Fifth place Han 1 with a 30 hit point green base run by Kieran Edwards. Congratulations. Ray 2 from Shadows of the Galaxy and Data Vault run by Arwell took 6th place. Dill P5 took 7th place with an Asajj 4 deck with Tarkintown. And David Allardyce, it's a very easy name to get from that nickname, I must confess. Running Poe ECL, Poe from the Jump to Light Speed set. And we'll take a look at those deck lists now. This is David Allardyce's Poe deck. I'm not going to go through most of these decks in any kind of detail whatsoever. I don't believe I'm as credible as I would like to be to analyse these in as much detail as some of the other content creators do. So I'm taking it upon myself mainly to share them with you so you can make your own judgments and decisions and take your own opinions and thoughts from what has been winning as you can from these lists. Having said that, Poe ECL is not a long way away from Sabine ECL, and there's a lot of the same sort of cards in here. For a Cause, Poe, Wrecker Chewie, Sabine's Masterpiece, Poe Dameron jumping from ship to ship. Yeah, it is very much a Sabine ECL deck, really, isn't it? In a lot of ways. 7th place, this was Dill P5's deck. Here's Asajj Tarkintown. Going to be a lot of space in there because Asajj is a pilot leader. Ogdo Bogdo, because Asajj can wound it very easily. Very easily indeed. Scimitar to do some damage. Bunch of great stuff in there. Banshee, I like it. Nice to see this placing quite well. As a meta-breaking deck, good to see. Confederate Tri-Fighter in the sideboard to cancel out any healing that might be going on to annoy things. Yeah, very good. Congratulations. 6th place, Arwell, has also been playing SWU since day one. I met him at one of the very first events that took place at Sanctuary Games, which was kind of hilarious at the time. He may not remember that I know this, and he may not like me saying it, but he turned up without a deck and had to build it literally on the day out of all the spares that people had, and I appreciate that my face is covering a corner of the deck there, so I'm just going to move it for the sake of covering the next few decks until that's all out of the way. So, yep, there we go. Congratulations, Arwell. Well done. Ray Data Vault, classic grindy, top-end heavy healing deck. Trying to outvalue your opponent. Excellent job. 6th place, Kieran Edwards running Han 1 green. Back now that Force Throw is out of the meta. I know this got a lot of attention in international content creators, particularly in KTOD, testing a lot of this stuff now that Force Throw is gone and the hand destruction is less what's what I'm looking for? Omnipresent, as it was with you. Yeah, omnipresent is a good word. We'll go with that one. So yeah, there we go. Congratulations. I don't see much in this that wasn't previously in Han 1 green decks. Emphasis there. Oh, Keller and Beck's obviously a new card, which makes sense that he's plugged it in alongside Ewing reinforcements. I can get that. N1 Starfighter, a 3/2 yellow. Okay, fair enough. Cool. You got N1 Starfighter in there. I wonder why you haven't got the green version, the Phoenix A-Wing, which is basically the same ship, maybe a different trait combo. Curious. Dan Jackson took 4th place with Thrawn 4 Jedi Temple Force deck. Taking advantage of the Force stuff there with Anakin, Vader, Maul. 3 timely interventions, I assume, would have to be in there to be able to make the most out of Darth Vader's disgusting power set. Chirrut's a really powerful guard, power of the dark side, some tasty removal in here. Double claiming the -1/-1s, double claiming the when defeated, storing cards. Oh yeah. Good stuff in there. Congratulations, well done, Jan. Great to see Thrawn doing well with the Sun in the sideboard, Chimera in the sideboard, not in the main. What only brings a Chimera on for? That's curious. Interesting. Excalibur took 3rd place at the Poe Data Vault, which is similar in a lot of ways to the Poe ECL we looked at a few decks ago. Just a little bit wider in the terms of the variety of cards that it's including. A little bit heavier on the top end there with Radisson and Ewing Enforcement, but then you've got the 33 hit points to back it up, which makes perfect sense. Running 3 copies of Stay on Target. Curious. Pump +2 pump drawing a card is very good. 1 copy of Trench Run. Doesn't boost hit points too much himself when he joins a ship, so I'm wondering what he's looking to play Trench Run on, or if it's just a last-ditch gamble. Oh, Spear, when you put Chewie on, it'll boost the hit points of his ship quite handily to be able to take any potential high amounts of damage done through that. Focus Fire on the sideboard is not something I've seen well. Choose a unit. Each friendly vehicle in the same arena deals damage equal to its power to that unit, which would make sense because that's very much competing on things in the same arena as you, so I guess he's bringing that in for other space decks, which would assume would be Vader 4 yellow, although perhaps he's used it against Poe in this one. Curious. Inf Dave took 2nd place with his Iden Data Vault, a classic blue-green villain control deck running very heavy to the top end there with Avengers, Devastators and Annihilators. Snoke, Super Laser Blast, Vader's, Palp's Return, Reinforcement, Walker. Oh yes, absolutely, we know this deck. This is not really a new concept in SWU, but seeing some... Actually, it's not hard control, is it? It's very much a unit control. Yeah. Maybe Legends of the Force is making more of an impact than we thought. 1 copy of tech in the sideboard. Bounty Hunter crew. One assumes to get back the restock if he needs to, if people are going to be milling him out. Congratulations, well done, Inf Dave. And the event winner taken by Twilgrim, who's probably got a lot of practice in with Thrawn for Data Vault by now. Taken up to the heavy top end with Avenger, not quite as heavy as Inf Dave, so I guess he... Well, in theory you'd think that Inf Dave ran a longer game, making Twilgrim more of an aggro player, but honestly I have no idea how that could have worked. Maybe just slightly more the aggro player, who knows. 3 Chimeras in the main deck on this one. 3 Anakins, running 3 Yodas in there and 3 Lothwolves as well. Lothwolf Sentinels. Play early, it's going to die, it's going to get in the discard pile fairly quickly. That makes a degree of sense, although you're paying 4 to play him. He can't make use of the when defeated discount through Krennic, although Yoda can, so Yoda would only cost 4 to play rather than 5 if you play Krennic first, so that's an interesting idea. Playing a heroic card with a when defeated trigger, so you can play it with a bit of a discount using Krennic. Anyway, excellent, very well done Twilgrim, congratulations to all of our top 8. I'll be following this through for the rest of the Legends of the Force season, keeping a track on what's being played in the UK, what's winning games at Planetary Qualifiers, on through into the launch of Secrets of Power, which I'm very much looking forward to. So, thanks for watching all this way if you have. cheers. Any questions, pop them in the YouTube comments below as always, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.